Hey, welcome back to Jazz Time. JazzTime.com is an online store that buys, sells, and trades authentic luxury watches. We make these videos so you can easily choose the best watch for yourself in the comfort of your own home. We offer the lowest prices anywhere online. If you'd like to know the price, simply click on the links in the description below. We greatly appreciate it if you purchase your next watch from us at JazzTime.com. Today we'll be talking about the Royal Oak Offshore Diver, an interesting model because this is completely white in its presentation, both its dial and its bracelet, or strap in this case. Reference number 15710ST.OO.A010CA.01. We'll be going over the case, the dial, bezel, crown functions, as well as this extra little knob up here. That's the bezel rotator, as well as the movement and the white rubber strap. All of this, I'll be giving you my thoughts as well throughout this video. Alright, so starting off with the case, we have a 42mm case. That's from finger to thumb. That's the diameter, 42mm, quite big. Right? It has a thickness of 14.1mm, certainly exactly what you'd get with any Royal Oak Offshore from Audemars Piguet. And all of this together with the sapphire glare-proofed with the scratch-resistant sapphire, both on the front as well as on the back, that for the exhibition case gives you a water resistance of 300 meters, or I believe a crazy, like I believe 1,000 feet underwater. All right, so this gives you plenty of water resistance. Oh, it says right on the dial, 1,000 feet underwater, or 300 meters. All right, water resistance. That's very good for a Royal Oak Offshore. All right, so taking a look at the case here, we have the satin brush finishing across the top all the way down to the bottom, with a matching side finish going from top to bottom, lug to lug, as well as both sides, with those nice big crown guards, good for protecting the crown there. On the front, we have this bezel, which also has the same satin brush finishing from top to bottom, 12 to 6, and we also have the high polish on that first bevel and back to the satin brush finishing, giving it that really distinct sense of, wow, you have a lot of sections here, but they all come together very nicely. All right, sort of that glowing look when you look at it head on, face on at least. We also have a nice thick rubber gasket, good for that water resistance underwater. And back down to the case here, we also have this nice high polish on that bevel on the corners there, just sort of a flaring outward into the strap area. All right, now taking a look at this dial here, we have this inner bezel which has your minute denominations here, or seconds if you're good enough to line it up. But basically how it works is that you use this 10 o'clock knob up here to, you unwind it, and you can then rotate it clockwise in order to move it by the minute. All right, so you have discrete clicks which you can then simply rotate all the way up till you align it with your minute hand, right? And there you go. And there's your timer for the first 15 minutes, being the most crucial. You have all of those hash marks in there, the index marks in there, to mark up all 15 of those minutes for when you're measuring your decompression stops underwater, right? And taking a look here at the functionality of this watch, all right, we have this nice white mega tapisserie dial, nothing that's out of the ordinary for an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore, but the white with the high contrast here with those 18 karat white gold index hour marks with rhodium plating on that seconds hand makes it incredibly easy to read, especially underwater, because that white will reflect any sort of light, so it makes all of those index marks reflect very well. All right, and speaking of underwater movement, well, you're going to have some luminescence. Let me actually shine some light on there. Okay, so the luminescence that we get will be on all of those Arabic numerals on that inner bezel, as well as the 5-minute marks for all of those on the first 15 minutes and 5 minutes for each thereafter. We also have that luminescence on the hour hand, nice and thick, so you can tell exactly where it is. Okay, so you can tell exactly where it is. And very powerful luminescence on that pearl on that seconds hand as well as on the minutes hand. All right, so very easy to read, very easy to see. Not the longest lasting, as we can see here. It sort of fades out pretty quickly after a bit, and my camera's having some issues focusing here, but we can certainly see that the hour hand is denoted into 3 sections: minute hand, one big long section, and the second hand with its own little pearl going around the dial, center mounted. All right, now let's turn the lights back on so we can see this. All right, now onto the functionality of this watch. You can simply unwind the crown to the first position. This allows you to wind the watch. If you're at a dead stop, about 20 or 30 full winds is all you need to get to the full power reserve. Right, nice and easy there. Right, you pull out to the next position. You can then advance the date by 1. It's about somewhere between a quarter turn and a half turn to advance the date, so rather easy there. If you find yourself on the 30th of a month, let's see, let's get to the 30th of a month, and tomorrow will be the 1st of the next month. All right, just simply rotate it once, and when the hour hand goes past midnight, it will then take over to the 1st quite easily. All right, nice and easy there. Pull the crown out to the final position. It stops at seconds hand, so you have that hacking function, so you can then adjust the minute hand precisely wherever it needs to go, line it up with an atomic clock, and then press the crown back in, and you're back in business. All right, nice and easy there. All right, now let me fix this inner bezel here. All right, so what makes all of this work is the in-house made caliber. I believe the 3120. Let me refer to my notes here. Yes, the self-winding manufactured caliber 3120. It only has a diameter of 26.6 millimeters. So basically whatever you see in this exhibition case back, that's the movement. That's it. All the rest of this is solid steel case, right? It allows for the hours, minutes, center seconds, and the date. It's fully self-winding, so you can see that directional rotor in there helping wind the watch directly. All right, and taking a look, let me see, where is the balance wheel? All right, there it is. Okay, all right, beating at a frequency of 21,600 vibrations per hour, or 3 hertz. It also has a power reserve of 60 hours, 40 joules total, with a total number of 280 parts. All right, there we go. Do I have to manual focus with this thing now? Okay, there we go. So altogether, 60 hours of power reserve, so pretty impressive for all of this functionality in here. And you can simply set this down for about 2.5 days. You can pick it back up later on, say, you can set it down on Friday evening, pick it back up on a Monday morning, and you can still, you might just need to wind the watch then, but even then, if you have been wearing it all day Friday, then you'll know that you're at the full power reserve. You probably won't even need to wind this watch ever if you just wear this every few days. All right, so very good functionality there, very good engineering and mechanics from Audemars Piguet. All right, so onto the strap here, we have a white rubber strap with the integrated links sort of leaving trails on this strap, giving it that extra pliability. So you know, you can certainly wear this on just about any wrist. It bends very nicely, but it's not too forgiving so that it snaps and breaks. It's extremely strong, very durable, and extremely comfortable on the underside as well as on the top. All right, we have this pin buckle system, very nice and easy to use, and very easy to size on the fly. All right, we have 2 minder loops. One is fixed. The second one can be moved around. So depending on the size of your wrist, you may actually need to move this second loop if you need it. All right, we have the AP letterform logo on this buckle. All right, also in stainless steel, matching that of the case. All right, and while we're here, I can actually try it on and give you my thoughts as to how it wears on the wrist. Okay, so my wrist measures 7 inches in circumference, or 18 centimeters in metric, and I can basically wear this on the smallest setting, but I'll put it on the second largest or second smallest. All right, and as you can see here, this one is quite a chunker. Well, what hasn't been a chunker these days? This is a 42 millimeter diameter case, so it's very big, and with the very thick bezel, it really gives you less room on that dial. even though you have plenty of functionality, all the glow-in-the-dark features of the inner bezel there, very, very helpful, very easy to see and read the time if you need it. All right, and taking a look down the arm here, I do actually find this quite fitting for a wrist my size. So anyone with a medium or smaller size wrist could certainly wear a watch like this Royal Oak Offshore Diver. Plenty of space underneath this lug for that extra breathability. There's some tiny channels that match these sort of channels on the top, as well as the lettering actually helps with the breathability of this rubber bracelet underneath. All right. So when it comes to the wearing experience, it's very, very chunky on top. There's all the weight is stored in this case, not so much in the bracelet or this rubber strap. So it's kind of light when you compare the strap to the case, but the case itself is extremely heavy. So you will be flopping around quite a bit if you move it around quite a bit. All right, so yeah, so not so much in terms of channels, but you do have that lettering and the little sizing loops to help with the breathability of this bracelet. A little bit better than what I would consider on a leather strap. All right, so anyway, enough of what I think. What do you guys think about this watch? Let us know down in the comments below what you think about this Royal Oak Offshore Diver, completely in white. As they say on their own website, it is understated, and yeah, I tend to agree with them. Bit understated, but as you can see on my wrist, it pops. So if you wear a dark suit or a dark wetsuit with this, and honestly, what wetsuit isn't dark, it will certainly pop. It'll be very easy to read, incredibly easy to read underwater. And as you saw in the dark section of this video, it glows very nicely in the dark when you have a light source. All right, so anyway, let us know down in the comments below. Would you pick up something like this, or is it a little too big for you? Let us know. Be sure to like the video as it helps us out, and also subscribe to our channel, hit the bell notification so you can be notified when we go live with another video like this one. And as always, if you'd like to purchase this watch or any other watch, new, discontinued, out of production, or just in production, a new watch, you can visit us in our online store at jazztime.com. Links in the description below. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.
If you want to find out more about the watch you just saw in the video, you can just click below on Show More to see the full description. Then you can check the link next to model as seen in video, click on it, and you will get to the proper page where you can see all the details. If you're watching on a mobile phone, you have to click on the arrow down on the right hand side below the video to see the full description. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you would like to share this video with your friends, you can use the share button below and share it on any platform you like. If you have questions, constructive feedback, want to tell us about some mistakes or misspeaks, just write a comment below. If you want to see more videos like this, you should subscribe to our channel and visit our channel page where you can find all the videos. And if you're interested in a specific watch brand, you can check out our playlists. If you want to check the price for a watch or want to buy one, remember at jazztime.com you always get a steep discount, so you should check the prices with us. If you want to know the price for a specific watch, just go to Google, type in JazzTime, plus the brand, model, and the details you're interested in, and Google will find the right page for you. Thank you for watching.